Okay, hello guys. I am back with another reaction video. I know in my last video I said like 5 days or so. I meant 5 videos or so. That's what I meant. But it hasn't even been 5 videos or so. It's less than that. But basically, videos are going to be a little out of order these next 2 weeks because I'm going on a week-long break. And I want videos to be uploading while I'm gone, but it will mess up the order, so I'm sorry for that. But when I'm back, things will be right on schedule. But anyways, we're here with another Chilling Scares video, 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. I've liked the video and subbed. I'm still subbed from last time, but like the video. Check out this channel. It's amazing. 4.8 million views. Jeez. This person's doing a great job, and they're growing their channel. But here we are. Here we go.
Since 2017, a YouTuber named Phil has been uploading videos of his hiking trips to his channel Hike Slam, where he gives his viewers a glimpse into everything he does to prepare for a long hike, camp alone in the middle of the woods, choose the right hiking gear, and pretty much everything related to the outdoors. On the night before Thanksgiving 2021,
scary.
Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail near his house in Virginia. For the first half hour of his hike,
I'm gonna pause it right here. The one mistake all 6 of these people made is that they decided to go camping. Yep.
Off pretty normally.
Just keep that in mind.
But after a while, he finds some odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely, there appears to be some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be song lyrics. It's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic container, only to later throw it on the side of the trail.
In the middle
as he
of the
crosses
woods.
the boundary into the wilderness, things continue to get stranger and stranger, and as he nears the campsite, Phil finds another series of disturbing notes.
The weirdness continues.
I was a hiker that hiked alone, but I hiked to what?
What the?
It's just crazy writings and ramblings on a camping trail.
And there's a
dead bird?
dead duck here.
That's a duck? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Some of the notes appear to contain cryptic poems, others seem to talk about pretty in-depth conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents or something, and the rest appear to be biographical, with whoever wrote them telling parts of their story. It's tough to confirm if the person who wrote the notes was the same person who killed the duck, but honestly, it would be too much of a coincidence for the dead duck to be lying right there next to the series of creepy notes, which were obviously placed there recently considering they're in good condition.
I mean, this could be set up, but
after taking in the eerie scene, Phil notices a tarp and a fire next to a campsite about 20 yards away from the notes and the dead duck. Staying as far away as possible from the campsite, he continues making his way up to a shelter. Although this next part wasn't caught on camera, Phil then reported that he saw 2 women coming down the trail with their dog, asking him if he had seen the guy who was leaving the creepy notes and dead animals on the side of the trail. When Phil mentioned he saw a campsite and a fire a few yards away from the notes, the woman got scared and asked him to walk back to their car with them. Thinking it was probably a good idea to move as far away as possible from the campsite anyway, Phil went back with them and then started hiking in the other direction to find a safer place to spend the night. Fortunately, the rest of his hike to the new shelter was a lot more uneventful for Phil, and once he got there, he was able to set up a camp for the night, light a fire, and enjoy his dinner miles away from the disturbing notes he found.
Drink some water.
A few minutes later, once it got dark, Phil decided to go into the shelter and check out the camp log and see some of the notes and stories other hikers had left behind, and that's when things get extremely creepy again.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log.
Okay.
Where people write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want.
The guy again, so whoever's writing the notes.
Tradition here.
Gonna write some creepy stuff in here.
Let's see what this one says.
Great day to be on the
Little engine. Back section. Hiking again finally. It's nice and little trail magic. Some comics and writing and stuff. Alright, let's see what's happened recently. Holy crap.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Wait a second.
Same person.
Well, let me adjust the camera here.
Oh,
this
gosh.
writing
Nah,
looks
this is
almost exactly like the writing.
This is freaking me out.
That was on that garbage.
I would not be able to stay in this shelter.
Even though the shelter where Phil's currently staying at is more than 2 miles away and on the other side of the road from the previous one, the handwriting in the camp log is exactly the same as the handwriting that was on the notes and garbage on the other side of the road.
So there's just a person around this place.
This is pretty disturbing in itself, but it gets even more so when Phil starts to actually read some of the content in the logbook.
Right?
2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck?
I feel like someone's just gonna come up from behind them or something.
In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. This is the same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy.
Yeah, you should.
Wow, this is weird. It's just like it goes in one direction.
So he's alone in the forest,
completely different direction
with the crazy guy.
There's just so much of it
that killed
like
bird.
This line up here. Think grave robbery in an attempt to obscure the reality of Little Mrs. Wolf. Content. Come up with some more of those wicked schemes, JB and company, so I can show some more of your true character.
The fact that there's a convicted felon walking around the woods leaving dark and weird notes all over the place is extremely concerning, and based on the kinds of stuff the guy is writing, he's probably not in his right mind.
Yeah.
This could obviously be dangerous for
Go
Phil,
home.
especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't appear to have anything to defend himself with.
I mean,
as he gets ready to go to sleep in his tent,
he's stuck in the middle of the woods because he went camping.
Where he finds half a Gatorade bottle hanging from a string on the ceiling with a note in the same guy's handwriting that reads, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse. The dead do walk and talk." Understandably creeped out by yet another disturbing note, Phil tries to fall asleep in his tent, obviously a little on edge from everything that happened that day. The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position would probably be to start hearing strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night. And that's exactly what happened.
No, this is
While he was falling asleep, he heard something moving near the shelter, and as he poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter. Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being followed. Luckily, he made it back home safely, and as of 2024, he hasn't uploaded another video about the strange notes he found on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
It's pretty likely that dozens of other hikers after him came across the disturbing notes and the dead duck, but we'll probably never know who exactly the guy who wrote them was, or what he would have done if he ran into any unsuspecting
campers. So don't go
campers.
camping in the Appalachian Mountain, guys. The Appalachian Mountains.
Grizzly Gaz is a camping channel on YouTube consisting of dozens of videos featuring Gaz, the uploader, going on hiking and camping trips in the UK with his French bulldog named Fendi.
Ooh,
in a lot of his videos, he goes camping in some pretty extreme conditions, and he often shows footage of his unexpected encounters with big animals in the middle of the woods.
Oh gosh.
In April 2023, Gaz uploaded a video of a camping trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK. The first part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his dog Fendi keeps him company as the sun begins to set.
Dead dog.
This next part wasn't shown in the footage, but as Gaz started to prepare his steak dinner over the fire, a random man in jeans and a coat approached his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food.
Right, we've got steaks on go now.
Oh,
bit of ribeye.
Just in the middle of
pot boiling for some mash. And I've got a visitor.
Guy just appeared.
Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light in my pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know.
This guy right here with the cam
for a steak,
being way too trusting and nice.
Wondering about. You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was.
I could have been.
Although the encounter with the man itself was pretty tame, it's still pretty creepy to be camping in the woods in the middle of nowhere and suddenly be approached by a random guy asking for things.
I thought this camping video would have more.
If you listen closely to what he's saying, some of the guy's sentences are a little incoherent, and he appears to ramble a bit when he talks, almost like he's kind of out of it. Later in the footage, Gaz reveals that Martin was homeless, and that as they shared their dinner, he told Gaz his story about how he had ruined his life with drugs and how he had ended up walking alone in the woods that day. Disturbingly, Gaz also mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back around, Martin had left the campsite unannounced without even thanking Gaz for the food.
He's just
After
gone?
the strange encounter, the uploader decided to leave the campsite and head home out of fear that the man would possibly tell his friends about meeting some guy camping out in the middle of the woods with expensive filming equipment lying around and suggest robbing him or possibly worse. To see if Martin would come back in the middle of the night with possibly ill intentions, Gaz actually left a trail camera on the tree at the campsite to capture everything that happened that night. Based on his behavior, it's pretty hard to gauge Martin's intentions and know whether he was just confused and possibly under the influence, or if he had something more sinister planned that evening.
Martin.
Either way, it's probably a good thing that Gaz left the campsite and didn't go back until the next morning, especially since when he did go back, his trail camera that he had left was completely gone.
Oh gosh, the cam was gone? Wait, so the
Creepy
cam that he had
Outdoors
left was gone? But why? Like, I would not go back to this place.
Gone.
I'd be so terrified after that experience. I would never want to come back here.
Creepy Outdoors is a channel where the uploader
went
frequently
back
shows
to the
footage of his
open
nighttime visits to sketchy outdoor locations during all 4 seasons. In October 2022, Creepy Outdoors uploaded a video of a camping trip he took to an unnamed forest in the middle of nowhere, recording everything he saw as he explored some of the surrounding woods in the darkness.
Forest in the middle of nowhere at night.
For the first few minutes, all you can hear is the guy's breathing.
What could
and
go
you can't
wrong?
help but be kind of amazed at how brave it is to visit a dark forest in the middle of nowhere all alone.
Is it brave or
knowing
just
if you're going to run
stupid?
into potentially hostile animals or something else.
That's the question.
As the video progresses, the uploader makes a few comments and observations on his surroundings. And throughout the footage, there doesn't appear to be anyone else in the forest with him. Around 13 minutes in, though, an extremely disturbing sound takes the footage in a pretty dark direction.
I've already got chills. Chills and goosebumps. Nah!
Oh, hi.
Nah, he says, oh, hi. We're going back. Oh. Wait, it's right as... Nah.
Oh, hi.
Wait, it's right as he turns his light off as well. Why would you say I see you as soon as they turn their light off as well? What the frick? Holy frick.
I need to get out of here.
Yes, you do.
Oh, boy.
Go quicker. Oh, my gosh. Like, I'd be full sprinting. He's, like, just walking. He's not looking behind him. I'd be checking behind me.
I need to get out of here.
I'd be checking all around me.
In the distance, probably a couple of 100 feet away from the uploader, a voice yells, "I see you." It's possible that the disturbing sound was made by a coyote or a fox.
Yeah, it could have been a sound.
But because it sounded so much like "I see you," it could have also been another camper trying to mess with the uploader and scare him. Because the YouTuber had been talking and making noise almost the whole time, he might have inadvertently alerted someone else who may have wanted to play a prank on him just for the fun of it.
No flashlight?
Still, it's hard to imagine why anyone else would be wandering in the same secluded part of the woods as the uploader. What's most disturbing is that the person or animal or whatever it was that made the noise appeared to yell out right after the guy turned off his lamp.
Yeah, that's what I'm
almost
saying.
As if they were waiting for that to happen to yell out something disturbing.
Guys.
Luckily, the uploader was able to make it back to his
campsite. Is it a person or a creepy entity?
Uploading outdoor footage to this day.
Still uploading outdoor footage to this day. I think after that, I'd be
Cleveland, Ohio, who's been uploading videos of his stealth camping trips to his channel, The Northwest Wind, since 2016. For those of you who don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them.
Wait,
Most
I'm sorry,
experienced Ken is getting a bad vibe. He sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave, but Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
Oh no.
There's somebody, hang on.
Why would you turn your light on and start talking?
So I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
Stop talking. They can hear you. The tent
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
Oh gosh.
They're walking around outside.
Why is he talking like they can't hear him?
Hello? Hello?
Why are you saying hello?
Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello?
He's saying hello, alright.
They're touching my tent.
I don't know. Why are you talking to the camera? No. Play your life. Play your life.
Hello?
We're unzipping it? You're gonna get wrecked.
Out of here. Hello? Hello?
He could just get smacked in the head right now.
I don't know what this is, but we're getting
He left it open.
Hello?
Oh my.
Okay, they're walking away now.
Jesus.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do you want?
I have a knife.
Oh gosh.
Where's my knife?
Don't say where's my knife out loud.
With me here.
This kid's
Holy crap.
stupid.
Get away.
This
What do you
kid,
want?
this guy. Sorry.
Hello, I can't see you. Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
Oh gosh.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments of Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
After this, the attackers apparently leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
You collapsed my tent
Just
on
a
me.
few feet away?
I don't know which way
standing
they went.
in front of him?
I think they went this way. I see you.
What do you mean I see
Get
you?
away!
Okay, the get away. It's not horrible.
Alright, I'm spooked.
Just
like this.
get out of here.
Getting out of here right now.
He's looking there.
They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park, but things only continue to get worse for Sam.
Alright, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. Alright, out of here.
Yes.
I'm leaving, don't follow me!
Don't say don't follow me.
I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to
This guy is...
get out of here.
Why is he saying all this out loud?
I smell your cigarette. I can hear you. I hear you.
Oh my gosh.
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
Oh gosh.
He's got to lead back to the
they chase him?
main trail. I don't know where they are. I think
Turn off your light.
It's all foggy up here.
Oh,
I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go.
He's going so slow. He needs to stop talking to the camera.
Anymore.
Oh, I can't.
I hear them coming. I can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this.
Why is he saying that?
I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path.
Why does he keep addressing the camera? Okay. I don't like that.
Okay. Get away from me!
After making it back to his van safely, he drove home and gave his viewers a recap of everything that happened. As you can imagine, a lot of people in the comments accuse the uploader of staging the video, mentioning that nobody in their right mind would continue to record as they sprint through the woods in the dark. But his reaction seems pretty genuine to me. different people act different ways in situations of stress.
This guy's personality,
As for who
I
the
feel
two
like
guys who
that's how
stalked and attacked him were and what they wanted, it's really anyone's guess. If what they did to Sam was some kind of joke, that's a pretty messed up joke to play on someone. But because the uploader confirmed that they didn't end up stealing his stuff when he went back the following morning, it's also clear that looting
what
the
is it with these
campsite
people
wasn't
coming
really their main
back?
focus.
Like,
we can't really know what they would have done to him if he hadn't run from the campsite.
After that,
but
you never
at any
go
rate,
back
It's
again.
probably a good thing he did.
I can't believe I called this guy kid.
Love Sundays
I called that guy a
camping channel on
kid.
YouTube run by a guy named Sean,
I played too
who
much
uploads some
Fortnite
pretty
today.
cool footage of his solo camping trips everywhere in the UK. In February 2024, he uploaded a video where he left his van on the side of the road next to the woods, and then went to do some exploring, jumping over a fence to walk through the woods. After that, Sean makes his way back to his van to make dinner, where he then heads out once again for an evening stroll through the woods.
An evening stroll
Upon
through
his
the
return to
woods
the
at
van,
night.
he goes to bed at about 9 p.m. But at 3 in the morning, things start to get a little
At
disturbing.
least he's in a vehicle.
Being well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. A car's just pulled up, and it sounds like they're walking around the van.
Oh gosh. See, I thought this would be a camping video with like bear
As soon as
attacks
Sean
or
pulls back the
something.
curtains, the people who
Not
were
scary
walking around the
people.
van get back in their car. When he put his head out the window to see what was going on, the car drove away, leaving him alone for the rest of the night. It wasn't until the next morning that Sean realized what the visitors had done to his van.
Right, well, I think we should at least go outside and see how miserable the weather is.
That's what he's talking about, the weather, not about last night? Oh.
My door's stuck.
They broke his door?
What the actual...
What if they're baiting him to like stick his head out the window? Oh, they tied it.
See that?
Why would they do that? Just walk up to this random guy's van, tie it, and
So
then dip?
here's the...
Just
There's obviously
leave?
just people wanting to walk about and just be funny, I guess, but how dangerous is that? Locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door. Well, there's nothing on this one because they wouldn't be able to tie it to anything, would they?
I don't
There's
really
no way
see
they
the
could have
point
done
in doing
that
that.
door anyway.
Why someone would want to lock a stranger in their van is anyone's guess.
Yeah,
And the only reasonable explanation I can think of is that maybe they were trying to steal the diesel from the van and put the zip ties on the door in case Sean realized what was happening and attempted to get out to stop them. It could have also been a local who didn't want anyone parking their camping van in that area, but we'll likely never know.
Like lock
Luckily,
him out
after
so
cut
he
the zip
doesn't
ties
come out of the
off,
car
he made
and
it back
stop
home
them.
unharmed and has continued
They try
uploading
and
videos
steal
of his
diesel?
camping adventures in the UK.
Okay, what is it with all these people just like... I mean,
Facts
I
by
understand that one, like
HowToHunt.com
continuing
is a channel
going
dedicated
camping,
to
but like
sharing
the other
knowledge
ones
about the
just...
outdoors and encouraging people to
that's it.
explore the wilderness.
Should be the end.
In January 2022, a pretty terrifying video was uploaded to the channel in which a group of teenagers can be seen reacting to some strange sounds coming from somewhere in the woods.
Some banging?
Get Trevor. Austin, get the light.
Get Trevor. Why'd the banging stop? Oh.
Hey!
So is this an actual animal one?
Get my keys.
That would still be scary as hell to hear. But it's not as scary as a human. Are they hitting stuff as well? While they're making sounds?
Everybody, get in my truck.
Is that a bear?
When you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, it can be easy to mistake certain animal noises with human screams. Foxes, coyotes, and bobcats are all known to make sounds that can sometimes be hard to tell apart from human yelling. But in this case, I don't know of any animal that can make that kind of noise, especially when you consider how
he thinks
loud
it
the
sounds like
banging
a
of the trees
human?
was. Elk are known to rub their
No.
antlers against trees, but it obviously doesn't sound that loud or menacing. A lot of people in the comments of the video have mentioned that the sounds aren't too different from human screams, and it could have just been a man screaming in the woods in the middle of the night. Although that's also pretty messed up in itself.
It sounded like an animal.
Even though some viewers have claimed the video is staged, the uploader's reactions seem pretty genuine in this case, and the only thing we can say for sure is that it's probably a good thing that the guys didn't run into whoever or whatever was making those noises.
Okay, another fantastic video from Chilling Scares that scared me. I will put his, like, you know this thing where you can click it? I will put that over this video, and then it makes me put an element, so over here will be a video that you might want to watch. But basically, that was creepy. Oh, he has another one, 6 months disturbing camping encounters as well. You guys let me know if you want me to watch the other one by liking the video, commenting if you want. Let me know if you want me to react to anything else, but my next video will be an alien video, like a real life alien encounter video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out this YouTube channel, Chilling Scares, and have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.